Giannis Antetokounmpo officially staying with the Milwaukee Bucks could be considered bad news for the Miami Heat. In reality, it's great news. Giannis just bought them more time to amass the assets necessary to make a real run at him if he ever becomes available. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, after a summer of exploring options, Giannis has no plans to request a trade from the Bucks. This is the outcome most expected. Even the Heat, who are blatantly pining after the two-time MVP, were bracing for it. Milwaukee's signing Giannis' older brother, Giannis Antetokounmpo, to a fully guaranteed deal merely confirmed what everyone has come to assume. Guess what? That's okay. Not only that, but this is the preferred outcome for Miami. The Heat still need to build up their assets. For argument's sake, let's say Giannis becomes available right now. Assuming the Bucks open up the bidding, Miami will not have anywhere near the best package. Owing the Charlotte Hornets a 2027 first-round pick, with lottery protection, is the biggest hang-up. The Heat cannot trade more than 2 first-round picks at this moment. Even if they throw all of Kel'el Ware, Jamie Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, and Kasparas Giannis on the table, their top offer can't compete with others. Teams like the Houston Rockets, Oklahoma City Thunder, and San Antonio Spurs can include more appealing draft equity. Heck, Miami could struggle to match Giannis' trade offers coming from the Atlanta Hawks, Golden State Warriors, Toronto Raptors, and other potential suitors. Making up the draft pick difference with young players isn't an option. Whereas the type of blue-chip prospect others don't employ, but he's the Heat's only one. Jaquez or Jovic needs to have a breakout year to earn that billing. Giannis, meanwhile, has to get an actual NBA sample size under his belt. Miami can spend the next year getting more Giannis assets. Knowing Giannis plans to remain with Milwaukee through 2025-26 gives Miami an extended opportunity to strengthen its asset arsenal. The front office can look to stockpile additional first-rounders at the trade deadline, and equally critical, it lets players like Ware, Jaquez, Jovic, and Giannis time to increase their market value. Putting together a Giannis package over the 2026 offseason also permits the Heat to include more draft picks even if they don't acquire any extra ones. They can potentially dangle 4 first-rounders next June, their 2026 selection, when it's no longer a future pick, and conditional firsts in 2029, 2031, and 2033. That's a big difference compared to their best possible offer right now. Miami may still need Giannis' help in the end. Milwaukee will prefer other packages next summer if the Heat don't crack his wish list. But that only increases the value of the intervening season. Coming off a 37-win campaign, Miami now has the opportunity to show Giannis that it's on a brighter track. So no matter how you frame it, the latest update on his future gives the Heat exactly what they need to actualize their pipe dream: more time. As Miami Heat president Pat Riley has formed relationships with many people in the basketball world, one connection that saw some insight recently came from former NBA player Michael Beasley. With Beasley playing for the Heat under head coach Erik Spoelstra, he would share some advice that Riley shared that the former star wished he had followed back in the day. Beasley was speaking with Michael Cooper on the Big 3 YouTube page, since both have roles on the Miami 305 team for the league, where the latter asked the former number 2 overall pick in the 2008 NBA draft about his regrets. Specifically, if Beasley were to go back and do it all over again, he told Cooper that he would have listened to Riley, more so on not living too luxuriously. "If I did it all over again, I would have listened to Pat Riley. Pat Riley told me to get a condo, get 2 bedrooms, one for my mom when she come in town," Beasley said. "I went the polar opposite. I got a 6-bedroom house, got 3 dogs, had 3 for my friends staying in, and then from it, that's where all the problems came from. I was bailing people out of jail. My uncle was fighting a RICO. My godfather got 9, 10 years. So, to me, I was really dealing with problems." The 36-year, 0-LD played the first 2 years in Miami from 2008 to 2010 and came back to the team for 2 more stints in 2013 and 2015. Former Heat star Dwayne Wade on Michael Beasley. While Beasley is considered to be one of the Heat's more disappointing draft picks, he has carved out a path currently that has him playing the game he loves and has excelled in doing so. With the 305 in the Big 3, Beasley has won the MVP the past 2 years, which garnered the attention of former Miami teammate Dwayne Wade, saying that he is the most talented basketball player that's not in the NBA. Michael Beasley, and you hear a lot of guys say this, Michael Beasley is probably the most talented basketball player that's not in the NBA, Wade said, according to WI Network. When you think about how talented he is, you don't understand why he's not in the NBA. You understand, okay, maybe he may not be a star, but you don't understand why he's not in the league because of the talent that young man has in his body. At any rate, the Heat look to have some success of their own as the team looks to improve after finishing 37-45 last season, putting them 10th in the Eastern Conference. There's no doubt that Beasley's impact will still be felt with the 305 in the Big Three. With LeBron James potentially weighing his options beyond the Los Angeles Lakers, the idea of a reunion with the Miami Heat is beginning to simmer. While most signs still point to James returning to LA for the 2025-26 season, there's enough smoke around the NBA to explore the idea, especially with Miami looming as a team that checks several important boxes: need, familiarity, and flexibility. The Heat, who won 37 games last season, remain a staple of Eastern Conference contention under head coach Erik Spoelstra. But even with a deep supporting cast and one of the league's best defensive cores, they've lacked the superstar firepower to truly compete at the highest level. Acquiring James, plus his son, Bronny James, and rookie wing Dalton Knecht, could represent an all-in move for a franchise that once helped define his legacy. Here's a look at one trade concept from Bleacher Report that could make it happen. Proposed NBA trade. Miami Heat receive LeBron James, Bronny James, Dalton Knecht. Los Angeles Lakers receive Andrew Wiggins, Terry Rozier, Jamie Jaquez Jr., 2029 first-round pick, 2030 first-round pick swap. Top 3 protected. Why the Miami Heat would roll the dice. Miami's logic is simple. James instantly transforms their ceiling. Even at age 40, LeBron remains one of the NBA's most effective engines, one of just 4 players to average 24 points and 8 assists last season. Paired with Spoelstra again, James would elevate the games of Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo while reinforcing Miami's structure on both ends. Adding Norman Powell into that mix only amplifies the scoring punch. The offense, ranked just 21st last season, could make a major leap. The defense, already top 10, would stay formidable with Adebayo anchoring it and rising big man Kel'el Ware in development. Bronny James, still viewed as a long-term project, could benefit from the Heat's renowned player development program. And Knecht's floor spacing helps replace some of the shooting lost in this deal. James also has a no-trade clause, meaning Miami would need his blessing. That may not be far-fetched, especially given reports that his wife, Savannah James, would welcome a move back to South Florida. For a franchise with a history of bold swings and championship expectations, Pat Riley and Spoelstra might be willing to take this risk, especially with LeBron on an expiring deal. Why the Los Angeles Lakers could be tempted. For the Lakers, this deal only happens if James asks out. But if that happens, Los Angeles would need to find a package that helps both now and later. This proposal does both. Andrew Wiggins, a two-way wing, provides much-needed perimeter defense and secondary scoring next to Luka Doncic. Jamie Jaquez Jr., a 2023-24 All-Rookie selection, offers long-term upside. Terry Rozier might be viewed more as an expiring salary than a core contributor, especially as he continues to face league investigation. Most crucially, the Lakers add valuable draft capital, a 2029 unprotected first and a 2030 pick swap. That gives them flexibility to chase another star or restock the cupboard if they pivot to a younger core. The incoming contracts don't interfere with future plans. Rozier comes off the books next summer. Wiggins and Jaquez expire by 2027. By then, the Lakers could be poised to chase a max free agent in what's shaping up to be a blockbuster class. If James decides his final chapter lies elsewhere, this deal would allow LA to stay competitive with Doncic while keeping an eye on what's next.